Welcome back to another episode of Stillwater. I'm Larry,
I'm Josh.
and today's topic is
Society.
all right. So, from my perspective, I feel like society is way too based off of like how people react upon social media.
Okay.
For the most part, like keeping up with the Joneses, trying to, match the people who do things illegally, like boosting credit cards, and you find out that they have all this money and all these designer accessories, and how do you even portray your relationship and certain things like that. And then you got regular civilians like us who have 9 to 5 trying to keep up with that.
Right.
Trying to stay on top of the latest fashion. I mean, it's ridiculous, and I've also fallen victim to it as well in the past.
Okay.
Trying to keep up with like my favorite celebrity, or you see maybe like some classmates who aren't doing things the legal way. And you're trying to figure out how you could catch up to them, and how they doing their
and that's
thing.
natural, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, of course it's natural, but for the most part, I feel like we base our everyday lives way too heavily off of social media.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me because I'm on Instagram all the time and I see people talk about oh my God, I love you, I want to be just like you, this, that, and the third.
Right, bro. Come on.
And I'm like,
it's a picture.
It's a picture. He has on $1,000 shoes. You can't pay a rent. Something's not right here.
Right.
And like people will literally go broke to try to keep up with them.
Like, I feel like people change it from admiration instead of just being a goal, it's an admiration, and then it's kind of an obsession. Because I got to the point where, like, every now and then I have to delete my Facebook or just delete the app off my phone, because I get into the habit of waking up, checking my news feed, seeing that somebody got butt reduction surgery or enhancement surgery, somebody broke up with somebody, and now I'm stuck investigating this story on Google
for
like
you
3 hours. And one of the things that I really notice is people, it's okay to be like, okay, this person has a lot of money, this person has a lot of fans, I want to do that.
Yeah.
But when you start copying and like trying to base what you do off of their, like when people vlog, right? And you watch their vlogs and you start doing some of the things that they do in their vlog. Yeah. And it makes you feel better.
Yeah, it makes you feel better because it makes you feel like you're living their life because their life isn't so hot.
It wouldn't be that big of a deal if it was like health tricks or something like that. But it's like literally like, I go and blow $100,000 in Chanel. So so you go get a wallet and you feel like you something, even though that wallet was literally your lunch money for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, and also like same thing with the relationships as well. Like you see happy couples on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. And you think to yourself, like, oh my God, how come I can't be as happy as them?
Yeah, I really actually follow that Chris and Queen, I think.
Yeah.
I followed that for like forever. By complete and total accident. It was like subconscious.
Yep, and then you look at your partner, and then you're like, how come we're not doing stuff like this? And then she looks at you, and she's like, well, it's because we don't have this, that, and the third. And now you like, dang, I don't even want to be with you no more. Because like, how come we're not as happy as them? And it's mainly because we don't have a lot of the accessibility that they have as well.
I mean, of course, when you get a whole lot of fans and followers, you got promoters, you got people who want to throw money at you, you got people who want to be around you just to learn how you did certain things or mooch off you. You got all of these. It's a lot of plastic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like pictures, like you'll see people posting pictures in $1 million houses with off a rental. You never really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
People take a picture in front of other people's cars, making it seem as if it's theirs.
And it's based off of clout. It's for clout.
Of course.
Now that we live in an age where technology is accessible to everyone, everybody's chasing clout. Of course. Society is as binded together. I wouldn't say cohesive. As binded together as it's ever been. Yeah. But we're the most distant because of the fact that we're following trends set by a couple people. Like the elite, maybe 200,000 people. Yeah,
in this world. Yeah, and another thing is like if it's to the point where you go out and you spend like $1,000 on an outfit for a couple more likes on your Instagram, on your Facebook, you're tweaking. There's something
unless
wrong.
you're getting paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're getting paid for it. But if you don't have that little blue check next to your name, then in reality, it's not doing nothing for you.
Not really.
You know,
it might make you feel better.
It might make you feel better because it makes them feel better.
Yeah.
You know, like them who have. I'm sorry. Those who have, you know, the accessibility to have $1,000 houses and the cards and, you know, things that they can spend their money on.
Man, talking about accessibility, you know, I was looking at this article from VinWiki, and they were talking about, like, not everybody can walk into a store and buy a Ferrari or, like, a showroom. Not everybody can walk in, and it doesn't matter if your credit is good. It's, you know, a matter of Ferrari wants clout, you know, Lamborghini wants clout. These people who have these houses, the mortgage brokers want clout, you know what I'm saying? And it's all a business plan. And I feel like now, again, we're binded together because now every aspect of our lives, from health to fucking like real estate to like everything is tied into social media, literally.
Yeah. And another thing is that like a lot of the people that I have on Facebook, like occasionally, well, actually more than occasionally, I'll see a post saying, you know, if somebody can get 1,000 likes on a bomb outfit, then how come you can't give me 1,000 likes for your Lord and Savior?
Oh, yes,
yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah,
so God and religion, I feel like that's one of the largest pieces of social media. Like, I feel like society in and of itself is shaped off of not only social media, but also God, religion, and everything of the sort. That all ties into society. I feel like you can't talk about society without talking about religion.
Of course.
You can't. Because, I mean, this is mostly a Christian state. Well, yeah, it's a state. Christian and Catholic.
Yeah, I mean, like there are different like religions, but for the most part, if you ask anyone, they're going to be Christian, Catholic, or like Baptist.
Yeah. Specifically around here, I know that.
Yeah.
But now it's like even other races, you know, like Indian Americans and Asian Americans also claim, you know, nothing traditional. Usually it's Christianity or you know, things of the sort, and it's just been woven into America. It's part of it. It's part of American culture. It's part of it.
Like same thing. Like I remember back when I was in elementary school, you know, we had a lot of foreigners in class,
right?
And they would always, I guess you could say, they would always feel some type of way, about saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was one of them kids, even though I'm not foreign.
I mean, yeah, but like for the most part, they feel like they didn't have to stand up and put their hand over their chest and do this, that, and the third. You know, it just made them feel some type of way, and like they would run and tell their parents about it.
Yeah,
you know, and then now the school system is whereas you can't do that. You can't make the kids stand up or feel some type of way about it. You know, you can't talk about religion in class because people get offended. You know, because you know there's Jewish people or whatever, you know, the religion. Whatever you claim, you might have, you know, your job on the line if you bring it up, or even as a student, you know, you can get put on, you know, suspended, detention, anything related to religion, and it's horrible. You can't even talk about that in the workplace either.
Yeah, some places are really strict about it. Like, okay, for me, I feel like it's one of the easiest things to talk about, but it's an ongoing discussion in the sense that you can never really have a definite answer because nobody know nothing.
Yeah,
nobody really knows nothing. Not for real.
Especially
everybody
like young
something.
People such as us.
Yeah,
you know, they don't really do their homework about what they're investing in their religion.
You might follow something and you might feel as though you're really strongly connected, but as soon as you get out there and voice your opinion, you realize you're in a sea of doubters, believers, innocent bystanders, people who don't really even care, you know. And I feel as though it ties into, like you were saying with the Facebook post, you can like $1,000 outfit, but you can't like this picture of God. You know, I see that more and more. It's ridiculous. It's to the point where in which it doesn't feel sacred. Nothing is sacred with social media, and society as a whole has really begun to shift to the sense that emotions and everything of the sort is a laughingstock. If you're hurt and your feelings are hurt, we're gonna laugh at you. If you're angry and you want to start a war, we're gonna prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. But at the end of the day, it's a joke.
Yeah, it really don't matter.
Everything's a joke now, and it's like even with the Trump situation. When he was about to get in the office, I swear I laughed at all the memes. I'm like, dude ain't never electoral college. Now we actually got a president who don't know nothing about nothing.
And everyone's blown away. They're like, wow, we really let it get this serious?
And the jokes didn't stop.
Nope, still to this day.
Look, okay. I posted a couple of memes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
laughed at a lot. I shared them. But it's like the fact that the jokes weren't taken seriously. The fact that people really didn't investigate the process. The fact that this was actually plausible. The fact that even after he got into office, right, we went right back to making jokes about whatever we wanted to. You see pictures of, oh man, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then there was a lot of comments about, like, at least in the black community, about how long he would last, and they were comparing him to
I thought El Chapo was going
Barack Obama and things of that nature. But back to religion, I remember a conversation that I had with my friend. He was telling me that he's a Jehovah's Witness.
He's knocking on doors.
And I would always make fun of him about, I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I would always make fun of him about, like when he wouldn't answer the phone, he would tell me he was busy. I'm like, oh, were you too busy knocking on doors? and sometimes he would hang up on me. And
worth it. I'm sorry.
But at the same time, there have been a few moments when I asked him, like, well, so, like, what does your religion consist of, and things of that nature.
Serious.
And he was telling me, like, there's a lot of things he still doesn't know, but he's making his mission that he invests time into the knowledge of his actual, religion, what he believes in, to make sure that's actually what he wants to do. And, the more I talked to him, he was telling me that he doesn't celebrate his birthday and Christmas and other traditional American holidays. And I was like, why? Like that's so disrespectful in my eyes, not to at least celebrate my birth. Like, his birthday is a regular day for him and his family.
Oh, wow.
Like, the whole family, like no one acknowledges that you were born today.
Like, oh, bro, hey, wait. Oh, yeah, you 21 today.
Yeah, you're 21 today. And it's like, not happy birthday, there's no cake, and he's never really had a real birthday. Not even a party, not even like a small get-together to celebrate the existence of you, and like, that really bothered me for the most part, because like, it's like you're missing out on like that type of experience. And I asked him, I was like, well, how do you think that your like significant other is gonna feel in the future? And he's so like strung out on his religion that he told me, like, I guess it might not work.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's really hard to convert yourself or switch over based off of your significant other's like position on that.
Another thing with religion, one of the things, this really might be kind of like a touchy or a sensitive topic. I feel like black people specifically, Christianity it makes no sense. As a black person, look, we believed in all types of gods for all different types of things. Gods of war, crops, fertility. We get on a ship, get our back torn up, throwing babies overboard because we don't want them to be like put into this life.
My.
But like literally, G, like, how is it that after slavery, after everything that we went through, how passive we became due to Christianity? It's put into, you have to forgive those who harm you. The slave masters was telling them that so they would feel better about having their children sold.
Yeah, and raped.
And raped, and in front of them at that.
And murdered.
And like, come on now.
The whole shebang.
Like, it was literally a form of oppression that they made up. Well, not even, they believed it. Some people actually did believe it, but there is even excerpts. I have to see exactly where it's from. I'll try to put the link in the description. But there's excerpts saying how they used to get together. Slave masters would get together, like the really wealthy ones that they'll fight, let their slaves fight and sell the children and whatnot. And they get to talking about, okay, so you told them this part, you told them Proverbs, you told them this. Well, let's tell them about Revelations if they run away. And let's add this part to Revelations. And let's make sure, you feel me? And when I'm talking to older people in general, 70s and up, I hear a lot about why they believe so strongly. And a lot of the times people think that I made it through because of God. No, you made it through because you started to wholeheartedly believe what they were telling you. It became woven into you, and they knew they had you. They knew they had your family. It's a form of oppression. It really is to me, and I see that effect on black people everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're in America or not. If you're a Christian, there's some type of brainwashing going on. At least in my head, that's why I feel so strongly about it. But at the end of the day, I can't knock anyone for their beliefs. That's hypocritical.
I mean, and this also kind of ties into like social media and how like people think that, oh, slavery was so long ago. Why do you guys still heard about it? Why do you still feel a particular way? I mean, come on now.
400 years compared to the last 50.
Yeah, and like oppression really hasn't even stopped. You know, a lot of people think that, you know, it stopped back in the 90s or like not necessarily the 90s, but a little bit way back before the 2000s. They felt like, oh, we're good now. Yeah, all is forgiven. You know, and giving it being Black History Month, a lot of people feel some type of way on this particular month because, you know, it's like, okay, this is our month to really show and prove to people that we're not necessarily over it and that we're at a point where we want to instill to you that this is still happening today. Yeah. You know, and there's a lot of people who feel like Jesus Christ is not a white man and things of that nature. And then that stirs up the pot of all the controversy. Jesus. And then all the, you know, conspiracies.
You just want to get me started.
I know, right? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it's like this is a really big issue, you know, and then it's like kind of like speaking about politics. Yeah. You know, I mean, everyone has their opinion, and there are a lot of facts. But at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people are not going to agree with what you have to say.
That's all. So, like, when it comes to that, we have a lot of people who, you know what? I'm not even going to exclude myself from this. I'll sometimes make a decision based on, like, okay, sure, I'll read the room, you know, I understand, okay, these people have these certain beliefs and they stand there, they're Republican or whatever the case may be. When it comes to religion, it's one of those things that really can tie people together, but it's so easy to pervert. It's so easy to pervert the natural, or I shouldn't say the natural, but when people are actually working together, it's so easy to pervert that. Okay, well, yeah, they believe that Jesus existed, but they don't believe he was white. Now we got a whole nother issue. Yeah, it's
never ending.
Yeah, you know, there's so many ways that you can pervert religion that there's no way to really have people be completely together.
Yeah, have a complete understanding. Okay, I can agree with that. Yeah, you know, but I mean, like I said, like even though there are plenty of Bibles and scriptures and there's like two different sides of the coin, there's never going to be a moment when people really sit down and be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. We can all agree on this and let's walk away. Yeah. No, someone's always going to feel a particular way about it at the end of the day.
And it might not happen in the quickest fashion. It might not happen immediately. Yeah. But there's always going to be some hard feelings, especially when it comes to religion. And then tying it back into society, we see a lot of wars off of religious beliefs. We have
like in Afghanistan,
Pakistan, Iran, and it's one of the things where people take it so seriously. People also, you know, will make jokes, but people take it so seriously that we have people here that want to fly out and fight for
a religion that they don't even understand for real.
Not really. They don't understand the history of it, but they want to go and give their lives for something. And in a way, it's noble simply because of the fact that you have something you're so passionate about and that you have so much faith in that you would give it up. You would give up your life. But at the end of the day, look, why not make someone's life better? You'll shoot and kill 40, 50 people. So go ahead and put that flag up. You can go ahead and put that flag up, put that cross up in your church. Yeah, you can. But you know how many people you could have saved if you would have put a school there?
Yeah.
You would have flew out to actually give these people some food and some water, rational decisions, so they can make rational decisions. It's really, really a tough topic to fully flesh out.
Of course.
And I feel like we should talk about this some more.
Yeah. I agree. It's also kind of, this is one of those topics that can go on for a very, very long time. We could probably talk about this all day, but we don't want to make the video too long.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut it off here. But thank you for tuning in to episode 6 of Stillwater. Today's topic was society. I'm Larry.
I'm Josh.
And thank you for watching.